Hey guys, welcome to Advices Media. This is the Apple iPad mini, the 7.9-inch tablet from Apple that comes with the iOS 6 operating system, and it comes with a 16.3 watt-hour of battery. And we are here going to discuss about the battery life, the ways of how you can extend the battery life and how you can keep the battery healthy. One of the basic tips that we are going to talk about is the screen brightness. This is the brightness area where you can lower it or higher it. So keeping the brightness low when you're not actually using it much and there's no much productivity from the tablet at that time would save a lot of battery. So you need to lower the brightness whenever you're not having any important work doing with the Apple iPad mini. And there's also an option of having the auto brightness turned on, so it would automatically set the brightness based on the surrounding conditions. But this would again take up a lot of sensor help, so there would be a lot of battery usage there too. And the next tip would be the auto locking options. You can set up the auto locking because there's a lock key on the top here. You can use that whenever you want to switch on the screen off, and manually you can again switch it on. But rather than doing it manually all the time, you would always keep missing doing that. So better than that is the auto locking, where you can go to the general settings, and there's an option called as auto lock here. Go there and you can see a few options like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, and never. Hitting never would be totally manual. You should have to always do the unlocking manually. Rather than that, the 2 minutes options is a good one. When you're not using the iPad mini, it would automatically switch the screen off after 2 minutes. So this is how you can turn the auto lock on. And the next one is about the connectivity options. The connectivity options, this is the Wi-Fi version of the iPad mini, so there are only options for the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth here. So you can turn this off when you're not using the Wi-Fi. Whenever you're not using your Wi-Fi connection, just turn it off, and that would save a lot of battery. Because even though if you're not using the Wi-Fi connection at that time, the iPad mini would be searching for the new networks that are available in that area, so it would keep the Wi-Fi drivers on. And apart from that, there is the Bluetooth connectivity, which is to be turned on whenever you're not using the Bluetooth. The main thing is, and the easier thing is turning the airplane mode on. This is the airplane mode on the top. If you turn that on, all the connections would be turned off. So this is useful whenever you're not having any active connections on, and while you're traveling and don't want to be connected to the network, just turn the airplane mode on and all the active connections would be stopped. So this would save a lot of battery. And this is the Wi-Fi version, so there's no cellular data in this. But if at all you have a Wi-Fi plus 3G version of the iPad mini, it's better to turn the cellular data off whenever you're not using it. And the other option is the do not disturb one. There's a do not disturb option given here just above the notifications. You need to go to notifications, and there's a do not disturb option here. Just go there, and you can schedule the do not disturb option, and you can schedule it for a particular timing. And we have set it up for 8 hours here, from 23 hours to 7 hours in the morning. So this is the time when we sleep or we don't have a lot of activity with our tablet devices, and at that time it's better just to turn the notifications off. And this is where you can do that. Just hit the do not disturb on, and these are the quiet hours when there's no notification coming in on the iPad mini, and there's no FaceTime calling on this iPad mini at that time. So this would save really a lot of battery. So the do not disturb option is a very neat option given by Apple in the iPad mini. And one of the tips that have come from most of the companies is by smart charging the tablet devices. Smart charging is that whenever you're having a low battery, you should not start charging it right away. Better than that, once a month or twice a month, in around 15 to 20 charge cycles, in every 15 to 20 charge cycles, you can just keep the battery going down to 0%, and let it turn off after the complete discharge of the battery. After that, you need to charge the battery to 100%, and that will keep the battery healthy. If you are not sure how this would work, but this is an official tip given by the Apple company. So apart from that, the sound options are like whenever you're alone or watching a movie, and listening to music. You can better use a headphone rather than taking the advantage of the speakers, as the speakers would always use a lot of battery along with the display. So it's better to use a headphone when you're alone and for doing some stuff that produces sound. So apart from that, one of the other tips is not to use any duplicate chargers. Apple provides the users with the original chargers, and if at all you lose the charger or the charger gets damaged, it's better to order a new Apple charger which is the original one, because the duplicate ones do always damage the batteries internally, which you don't notice, but in the long run it would always damage the battery, and that would lower the battery life of the iPad mini. And apart from that, there's one more tip, that's do not use the tablet device whenever you're charging it. It's not necessary all the time, but do keep it in mind that whenever you're charging the iPad mini, don't use it a lot. It's better to charge it completely and after that use it, and after it gets discharged again you can charge it, but don't use it while you're charging it. So these were all the tips of how you can save the battery life in your iPad mini, and how you can prolong the battery life. So do check out our channel for the other tips and tutorials. Thank you.